Here is why, as a marine biologist, I don't really believe in or care about reef-safe sunscreen. Now, for reference, not only am I a marine biologist, I'm also an entomologist, so I do understand invertebrate biology, and I worked in skincare research and development post-grad, and that is because of my background in biology and chemistry. This whole craze of reef-safe sunscreen kind of arose after this 2016 study came out, but people saw a study, saw a conclusion, and they just ran with it. And this actually shaped a lot of policy despite not being a great study. It had a small sample size, relied on outliers, and kind of used unreal conditions to make real-world conclusions. I also think that people don't really understand coral. Coral is an animal belonging to a group known as Cnidaria. Now, that includes jellyfish and sea anemones, and these animals are extremely sensitive to temperature and chemical changes in the water, which is impacted not by sunscreen, but by climate change. Now, coral has a symbiotic relationship with an algae known as zooxanthellae. This algae actually helps them eat, and it gives them their color. When water temperatures get too acidic or too hot, they'll actually expel this algae in a reaction, and it causes the bleaching. If the temperatures and conditions return to normal or favorable conditions, they'll actually reabsorb the algae and may not even die. Now, how does this connect to zinc? Well, zinc is mined. As a matter of fact, in 2022, we mined 13 million tons of zinc and over a billion plus tons of just iron, which produces a ton of CO2. When this is absorbed into the atmosphere, it actually increases greenhouse gas amounts, and that increases the world's temperature. Further, when carbon dioxide is absorbed into the water, it creates carbonic acid, which can actually damage corals' exoskeleton. Zinc mining is an extremely extractive and damaging process to the environment. Again, use what sunscreen works for you. It's already made. It's not going to change now. But what I am saying is that this entire marketing thing does detract from the actual issues affecting coral and our oceans, which is climate change, ocean warming, ocean acidification. Those are the issues people should actually focus on, not things like, is my sunscreen reef safe? And as a matter of fact, zinc oxide can actually decompose into zinc ions, which in the water is also toxic to marine life. But again, I'm saying that even though those concentrations do not occur in real life, because you can kind of move data in any way you want, and if you don't provide context or real world comparisons, it's gonna look bad. That's exactly what that 2016 study did, and now there's this entire craze for reef safe sunscreen when it's kind of irrelevant.